Greetings and welcome everybody to Xbox One's The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. Greetings everybody, Brian here from Scatterbrain blog. Today we're going to be giving a little review and overview of The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. If you like Diablo 3, you're going to love this game. I like to call it Diablo 3.5, also known as the Steampunk Edition. So sit back and let's get into this. So getting started, we're going to start with some basic character overview. Here we're looking at body. This is going to determine how much damage we do and how many hit points we have. Along with that is our Mystic Warrior abilities, which are going to be able to allow us to increase our melee damage, use some lightning damage. Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the melee. I felt as if it was underpowered and could really use some work. As we come in, we can see that I'm using my melee attack and some of my mystic attacks here. Again, I really felt as if the melee attack was very underpowered, and you would get overwhelmed very quickly at low level when you tried to use your melee attacks. I was not impressed with it at all. What I was impressed with, though, was the ranged attack here shown in dexterity. That's going to increase our range damage and our dodge value, which allows you to take less damage. As the video comes in here, you can see that I've got a large group. I'm using some single shot, mostly a lot of scatter shot. Really thins out herds. You can also see that I'm using a poison shot as the green mist comes up. That really adds a multiplier for damage. I was really impressed with it. Next on the list we have willpower, which allows us to increase our mana points and our spell power, which really allows us to use those scatter shots more frequently, which really allows us to increase the amount of damage we do across the board. The next thing I want to talk about is the luck points. This really increases your chance of magic find, gold finds. It allows you to get so many legendary items. I think I had a legendary item drop within the first 5 minutes of playing this game that I used the entire game. It was an amazing helmet. Here you can see I identified a ring that I got. I cannot stress enough in these games, put your points into luck or anything that is going to increase your magic find. Because at the end of the day, this game really is just kind of a grind for loot, and as a loot whore, I'm okay with that. But if you're not putting the money into anything that's going to increase your chances to get something, you're just missing out on an opportunity. As I mentioned earlier, this is just kind of a reboot of Diablo 3. You can see the wheel here. It allows you to have torso and a helmet, boots, gloves, just as you do in Diablo 3. They have the different levels of rarity: white, blue, yellow, and orange. It's the same color scheme. There are even what they call essences. They take the place of gems. These give you bonuses to attack and defense and dodge and everything like that. So it's not much different. One of the major concerns I have with this game, and it just drove me absolutely insane, was the never-ending loading screens. The loading screen sometimes took up to 40 seconds to load into an area. It was ridiculous, absolutely insane, and annoying as hell. So while we wait for this to finish loading, I can tell you about one of the things that I really enjoyed about this game. It was your companion, Katarina. She was fantastic, funny, witty. She really added another layer to the game. But again, not much different than Diablo 3, so I've cut out a little example for you to listen to. I thought it was pretty funny.
Problems with your plumbing? Signori Mario and Luigi will come to your rescue.
I didn't want to bring this up, but you know, those ancient drains in the lair are a disgrace.
I know, it wasn't the best companion in the world, but that's not really what she's for. What she's for really is just to buff your abilities. I put as many points into increasing my health, my damage in output, my gold find, my magic find, I could put into her skill points. One of the biggest things that you can do with her, though, is set her to explode like a bomb. When she dies, she explodes and puts out 5,000-6,000 damage in a radius attack. It was phenomenal, and by far the best use of her that I could find. So as we finish our short review of Van Helsing, just want to go over a few things. First of all, Overall, the game was fun to play, but it was very shallow. There was not a lot of depth to it. It was run and gun, and that's to be expected. I got it as a free download from Xbox One, so I'm not overly disappointed. There is a multiplayer aspect to the game that I've used a few times. It was pretty fun, but it's very basic. Basically, you get dumped into somebody else's game or they come into yours. There's not a whole lot more to it than the regular game, and it barely even increases the difficulty level. The game you're seeing here, like I said, was the free-to-play from Xbox Live. It's a rework from a PC game onto a console, so there were some glitches, there was some graphic downgrades, and you're only getting part of the story. The PC version has multiple sections to it. I think there's 3 at this point that tell a larger story. This is just the first section. So for a free-to-play game that was adapted from a PC version, the game was fun. I would really only give it 5 out of 10 brains. It's not very deep. There are a lot of issues, a lot of glitches, but overall fun to play. Thank you for watching this review of The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing, the free Xbox One edition. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos from Scatterbrain Blog.